After the pelvis is done, we need to polish the leg. Let us start from the first pose. For the first pose, try to get the contact leg straight, but not too straight. Okay, make sure it's not overstretched. Just make sure the leg pop out a bit, something like this. And for this, we'll go to the left view. Make sure it's not above your hip. Okay, it's somewhere around here. This one will bend up a bit and then pull again. Just pop out a bit. Okay, so for the first pose and the last pose, your leg should be the same. So I'm selecting all the foot. I will copy and paste over here. We go to the down pose. Down pose. This leg should be fine. Down pose, I think it should be alright. Next is the up pose. So for up pose, we'll try to keep this leg straight, but not too straight. Just make sure it pop out a bit. Should be fine. This leg, this knee is too high. So let's lower it down a bit. Okay, same for this 20. Too high, lower down a bit. Okay, and this will pull back. Okay, then 12. Try to keep this straight, higher a bit. Once this is done, we'll do the passing pose number 6, or we can do 4, which is this pose, green color. Okay, you'll know that the leg is flattened on the ground. So let us change this to 0. And this should be 0 already. And this should be 0 also. So it's flat on the ground. Before that, you need to select all and keyframe. Make sure everything is selected all and keyframe. Okay, it's flattened on the ground, and then the pose, it should be more in front, right? Something like this. Okay, and the leg here, this pose, so it should be pulled around here. Look at the hip towards the toe, should be at the center. Okay, and for this, we'll go until here. Then same for this 17, I might want to shift it to 16. So this is the passing pose, contact down, so passing. So this one, we have to keep the rotation as 0. And this one, put it at 0. Should be at the center of the hip, and this leg should bend like this. Select all, keyframe, and then we have the last one. I mean, not the last, the passing pose. For this, we can keep it as it is, maybe push it a bit downward so that it's on the ground. And for this one, we can leave it a bit higher. Maybe not, because this have to, if we leave it too high, okay, the knee will become very straight. So I need it to bend down a bit, although this height is different. So let's do something like this first. Later we can adjust. Okay, same for this. Select all, keyframe. Okay, 18. This one we push it down a bit. And for this, we will push it towards the ground. Okay, same for 10. Keep this towards the back. Make this a bit written. This. Okay, and this will lift up forward. Bring it up. Then down pose. You can see a bit of this knee popping here. It looked like it popped. Okay, because we lack of this 22 key pose. Okay, so because I forgot to do 22, 22 should be number 6. Okay, this one should lift up. So remember guys, when you lack of a single pose, okay, something will go wrong. So you must remember to do every poses, okay, in your run or walk cycle. Okay, so everything looks fine. Okay, this is much better. I will leave the polishing work to later. This is good for blogging itself. Guys, remember the axis, the Y, X, Y, Z, and the rotation X, Y, Z is important. The graph editor should look something like this, although it's not really polished. Eventually, it should look something like this. It should be curved. Maybe you can delete this. You can do the polishing work later. So for now, we will just leave it like this. So this is the X, this is the Y, and then this the Z is 0, should be 0 all the way because it's running on the spot. And then rotation X and Y, then Z. to make the curve a bit nicer. So let's try to polish it. Okay, so this did it. Rotation Y, rotation X. This one you can delete. So push it up a bit, push it down a bit. Delete this, push it down, push it up. This one still looks okay. Okay, this looks fine. Okay, so everything is good. Okay, now we are going to do some polishing work for the leg. So in order to do the polishing work for the leg, we need to see the curve of this leg floating around. We need to see the spacing of this curve. To do that, we need the motion trail of every single frame. Okay, I load in my own script over here. It's the same as this motion trail, but it's just using this motion trail. It's just using every single frame instead. So click this toe button and just create a motion trail. So what this does is creating every single frame instead. The normal one, it will only create the one that has a keyframe. Okay, what my script does is it will create every single dot from 0 to 24. Then you can see that your curve isn't very nice, right? So let us polish that from 0 to 1. V1 can go lower. Then you pull all the way back. From here to here, it suddenly pop up. So we need to rotate this. You can see from number 2 to 8, it isn't very constant. You can see there's a is in and is out. Is in, is out. See the spacing. You should keep it spaced evenly. 6, pull back some more. 7, 6, 4. Okay, this should be fine. Okay, number 9, go down some more. Okay, 10. 12. 14. Should curve out like this. And 13. 12, we can go lower. 11, bring it up a bit. Number 14. Then you can see 18 to 19, it is very small step. It should continue this kind of motion up and it shouldn't slow down over here. It should only slow down at 21. Number 20 is the one that wrong. So we have to push it up some more. Maybe you can rotate it more. Then at 20, rotate it more. Bring it up. At 23, can push it more forward. Then bring it down. Point. Something like this. Okay, now it's more smooth, right? Can polish it more so that the swing down is more. You can feel the swing is in, is out. Can afford to hold this a bit longer, so let's try to pull this up some more. Number 10 can already start going up faster. 9. Yeah, this is better. So do the same thing for the other leg. So I'll delete this and I'll select this, the other leg toe, and create. Maybe we'll do 2 first. So this have to be careful because when you are doing 0, you should copy and paste to 24 at the same time. So right now I want to push it back a bit. Make sure after I done, I have to copy and paste over here. Okay, so both are at the same place. 20, 21, can push back more. 18, we can push in front. 16. Contact. This will be down. Okay, slowly move back. Okay, let's try to hold this a bit longer. Move back a bit. Number 2, hold it a bit longer. 1. 5, 6 to 8. 8 should be higher. And 9 can get the curve a bit nicer. 11 also. 12, 13. Okay, let's see how does it look. After looking at the side view, make sure you check your front view. I feel that over here is losing balance. Instead of just adjusting like this, you can adjust from your curve since your curve is already polished. Okay, something like this. Then move. What's here? Go to here. Okay, go to 23. Looking good. Right, so this is how you do your run cycle for your lower half of the body. Next video, I will do the upper body. If you like my video, don't forget to hit the like button and do subscribe to my channel as I will be posting new video every week. Hope to see you guys next time and happy animating!